up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing the ultimate soundproofing kit on your Frunk, which is going to be a combination of two companies. Shout out to you guys, RPM, Telsa, and Soundskins, which Soundskins has been a sponsor of mine for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's an exceptional sound acoustic deadening product. Very similar to other products on the market as far as like it's a 3-part product, which I'll show you right now, but it's pretty much comes in a roll. Pretty much it comes in a roll like this. And it's 3 parts. So it's like an acoustic foam, right? A butyl layer and foil. So this is kind of heavy. It's like Dynamat, but way better in my opinion. And we're gonna be applying this to parts of the roof because one thing that RPM Telsa didn't really address is the resonance in the hood. Yes, they're addressing wind, however, lots of resonance because this is a very, very light hood. So what we're gonna do is kind of fill in some of these gaps here, and I'm gonna show you guys right now how we're gonna do that. So let's jump into this video, stick around. Wow. Okay, jumping in, what we got here, I've got just rolls of Soundskin. Okay, I would recommend getting just one door kit or just one Soundskin kit Pro, Soundskins Pro. Get one of those kits. This is the RPM full noise reduction kit for the Model 3 and Y. Today I'm just going to be grabbing the Frunk piece out of here. We'll get to the rest of this in future videos. And down there is the kind of like piece of cotton or whatever they describe it as, like a wool type material that's going to go up here for deadening to help, you know, with the wind and the just noise in general from the front tires essentially and road noise. And their piece of whatever they're using, like it's a rubber piece, is going to go around the hood completely, and that's going to kind of watertight seal this whole area because only this portion here is sealed. So we're going to seal all of it with the RPM kit. Now the hexagons here, those are like right away the hollow pieces I'm going to go after, and I'm going to also go after these little funny pieces in here and this little guy down here. Okay, I think it may add 1 pound of weight, which it may help close the trunk. I don't know yet. I just think this is going to be the best technique. So follow along now. If you got your Soundskins, let me show you one way to make a template. Okay, I don't recommend this for everyone. Okay, so the technique I'm gonna show you won't work for everybody because you gotta be a little more meticulous with it. I'm gonna make the templates for the hexagons just using painter's tape. There is dozens of ways to do this. This is the way I did it. And I'm not trying to be super exact. I'm not using an X-Acto blade or anything like that, just scissors. So if you guys wanna do it this way, by all means, if you wanna be a little more OCD with it, have at it. I decided because it's gonna be covered anyways, no one's gonna really see how imperfect maybe the shapes end up being. So let me show you how to do this technique right now. Right, again, like I said, this isn't for everybody. You just start by literally lining it up. And then as you see, you're gonna lay one piece on top of the other. That's gonna help you lift the template here when we're done. Just be sure that the tape is getting good contact. Okay, as you can see, perfect shape. This is gonna be just a template I'm gonna use to draw onto the Soundskin. So the next thing you wanna do is just peel it off gently and slowly. Okay, so see, once you peel it off here, I'm using one hand, might be kind of shoddy with the camera, but see how the shape is? Let's turn it over to Soundskins and I'll show you how to cut it out. Okay, so with your roll, you'll just take your template down, pick a spot you want it, essentially, and you lay it down, and then just get a pen, draw it out, and then get your scissors and cut it out, and you should end up with something like this. Okay, so once you cut them out, check it out. I ended up with a bunch of these, and you can just use one to cut out the next one. And I think you're gonna need 8. Now, here's the thing. 2 of them aren't exactly perfect hexagons. They're kind of elongated, which are gonna be the ones over here in the corners, bottom corners on each side. So I've gotten a couple, which I just trimmed it just slightly different, or you can make a whole new template. I just kind of eyeballed it, trimmed it, and honestly what we're gonna do, let me show you, this is pretty awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna get all your pieces, and we're gonna clean this with alcohol, but these bad boys are basically gonna pop right in here, and they have just like a, a tape. Basically, we're gonna stick them on, push them down, and we're gonna end up with this nice, beautiful hexagonal pattern of Soundskins, which is gonna actually help the hollowness, or how hollow and resonant this hood is. That is the main point for this. And then from here, we're gonna jump to the RPM products. All right, you guys, it turned out so good. Let me show you. Okay, a couple pro tips. If you've never worked with Soundskins, you want to push it down afterwards. Usually you roll this down, but getting a roller in here is going to be kind of hard. So just push really hard to make sure that it adheres to the hood and the paint underneath, and then you should be good to go. The next step is going to be applying the RPM piece. So let's jump to that real quick. Okay, so this is the RPM kind of like frunk mat, and it only has a few pieces of 3M, so we're gonna have to clean the frunk with some alcohol real quick. They did provide some adhesion promoter, which we can also apply so it sticks for sure. The key thing I wanna show you here in just a moment is the fasteners they provide. There's 6 of them. I'm gonna show you how they kind of tuck into the holes that are already there, and then you just get a screwdriver and thread them in. So we'll be starting on the bottom, so keep in mind, this will already be going through the mat first, and essentially this goes in here like that, tucks in, and then you're gonna tighten it up, and that'll secure it to the frunk. Okay, so before I begin, I will drop a link down below to RPM's install. It's a little more in-depth and a little more detailed. This is the mat. We're gonna start on the bottom. Sorry about the lighting in here. It's the garage, and I have this, it's like 100 degrees out. I have it open. Anyways, let's jump to it, guys. This is super simple. Just follow along or hit their reference link so you can get a little more detail on how to get it on. It's pretty straightforward, I think. It's getting hot in here, guys. Okay, so there's always room for improvement. And that's part of why we're doing this video with not just RPM products, but Tesla products. So let me show you something. Hood mat's on. It's not perfect. Down here, I think I'm gonna apply some double-sided tape to make sure the corners really stick, but overall, the rest of it is pretty solid. So I think this is an awesome job for the frunk. So I've got the double-sided tape right down here. Just gonna cut it up real quick, apply it on the insides, and that's it for this job. Okay, corners are perfect now. The only thing I'm gonna address next is right down here at the bottom, still a little bit, so I might put a piece here and a piece there, and it should be perfect. And they're small pieces, guys, like about that size. Okay, that's it, perfect. It's on there, and hopefully once we do the trunk and everything else, should get going. So the final piece here that I forgot to mention is we're gonna do the hood strip, which is just one long strip of 3M. So I'm gonna work my way around the whole hood, and we should be done with this project, guys. Okay, I don't know how perfect you could really get this. Again, I pressed all along the sides, as you'll see in their video as well, to really just try to get that all the way around, as close to the edge of the paint as possible. And I guess the only thing I'm kind of curious about now is this gonna make my car any quieter on the highway? I guess I'll find out soon. And also, the extra pound of weight or so, it's gonna close better? I don't know, because I always have a hard time closing this thing. Usually I need 2 hands here. Ah, not bad. Now it's actually did close a lot smoother, and I think that extra seal down in there kind of created a nice little soft press instead of like a hard press, because there was no body panels touching each other. It was kind of just all rubber seal now. So pretty excited about that, guys. Pretty excited. Okay, the car just turned on and you can see the heat wave behind me. I think we're all having crazy record temperatures this weekend, so stay cool out there. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys like this content, please subscribe down below. Like this video, leave me some comments, give me some feedback, things I can improve, things you want to see in the future on the car. I'm going to do the trunk next week, plus a bunch of other sound things with RPM and with Soundskins, so stay tuned. Also, sound system stuff with Soundskins. They are an awesome partner of mine. So again, shout out to RPM and Soundskins. Thank you so much. You guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.